All right, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Fool's Gold Show, bringing you the news from your commissioner, Vinny Vegas. That's right, baby. Week 6 in the mix. Let's see what's happening. All right, let me go to my medium macarons. Trying to get everything set to go. This is the week 6 edition of the Fool's Gold Show. We got a whole new week, of results, a whole new week. What's next? Divisional standings, as well as overall standings. And we're gonna get into some Tuesday morning gold rush. See what happened on that front. And then we got the commish picks, of course. We can go into that. League news. All right, let's see what happens. On to results. Wild, wacky week of results. We got here first game on the list for the results. Afro Kings coming in at 2-2 versus Ballers coming in at 2-2. And this was the game of the week. Yes, it was. This was the game of the week. Yeah, and it was also a divisional matchup game as well. Yeah, so we'll go in a little deeper detail on this particular game. That's right. Ballers came in with the most scored points of the week at a whopping 309.81 to Afro Kings 168.35. Yes, Ballers did stomp the mud hole in Afro Kings, the mud hole. So the mud hole stomper goes to Ballers. I actually picked this game to go to the Ballers on the commish picks last week. And Afro Kings was, like I said, 2-2. Now they're 2-3. And they was coming off of a win last week. Actually got whooped. Ballers was 2-2. Now they're sitting at 3-2. And they was coming off of a loss last week, actually. But ended up with a win for week 5. Let's see. Let's go into a little deeper detail on this game since it was the game of the week. Like I said, Ballers scored the most points this week. Jackson gave him 71 points, 88 points off the quarterback position, which was outstanding. With his running back, Taylor, and getting in another 40.90 points there. Unbelievable. Yes, most of his players were in double figures. That's right. Most of his players were massive double figures to come up with a whopping 300 and something points. Unbelievable. Okay, so that puts Ballers at number 1 in the North and sitting third overall. Not bad. Afro Kings is actually third in the North. Yes, they're sitting at third in the North and 6th overall after last week's play. All right, let's move on to the next. I think I've covered everything for that particular game. So let's move on to the next game on the list. Game 2, that's going to be versus 7. Rap was coming in at 2-2. And they was coming off of a win last week. 7 was coming in 2-2. That's right, 2-2 as well. And they was coming off of a loss last week. The week before, actually. So let's see how this game turned out. Brap 220.30 to 7's 197.54. Now this was a North versus South matchup, and I went with Brap. So it ended up being Brap putting another slap. Old 7 pushes his record down to 2-3. I'm sorry, 3-2, and 7 dropped to 2-3. Okay, let's see what happened here. Now that's gonna put Brap at 2nd in the North and 2nd overall, pushing him up pretty far. Wow, came up pretty good in the last couple of weeks. Brap. All right. That's going to knock 7 down to 4th in the North. Oh, I'm sorry. And 7 in the South. Yeah, it's 4th in the South. And 9th overall. Wow. Dropped a few points there on the Richter scale. Now, let's go on to the third game on the list of the results page segment of the show. Larry versus Hard Hitters Inc. See what happened on this particular matchup, which was a divisional matchup, South versus South divisional matchup. Actually, on my commish pick, I went with Hard Hitters Inc. on this particular matchup. They was coming in at 4-0, the only undefeated team in the league, coming in this particular matchup versus Ashley Larry's, who was coming in at 2-2 as an even. It happened. Let's see what happened on this one. Let's see. Hard Hitters Inc. ended up with 147.82 to Ashley Larry's 178.57. I actually went with Hard Hitters on this one, but the Mudhole Stomper kicked that 0 and made it a 1. Ashley Larry's was the Mudhole Stompers this week, and Hard Hitters Inc. ended up being the Mudhole for the first time this season. All right, that pushes Hard Hitters Inc. to 4-1, and Ashley Larry pushes up to 3-2. 4th overall in the South and 4th overall in the league. Now, Hard Hitters remains 1st in the South and 1st overall in the league. All right, let's move on to the next game on the list for the results. This is the 4th game, and it ended up being, hold on, let me get my money, let me get my stuff right over here. Hold on, y'all, hold on, y'all bear with me. Hold on, I like that beat right there. Yeah, it's funky. Let's see what happens. All right. Abbott is a turd on 24s versus Henny Giving Sunday. See what we got working on this particular matchup, okay? Henny was coming in at 2-2, coming off of a win. Was it coming off of a win? I think they was. Where Abbott is a turd on 24s. Was 1-3, coming off of a loss. Let's see what happened in this particular matchup. It's a divisional matchup in the South. And my pick went with Henny Given Sunday for this particular matchup. Abbott is a turd on 24s. 217.35 to Henny Given Sunday. 188.55. All right. So the Mudhole Stomper goes to Abbott is a turd on 24s. And the Mudhole goes to Henny Given Sunday. Right? And I went with Henny on this one. So that's one of my losses. That's going to put Abbott is a turd on 24s, 5th in the South, and 8th overall in the league, where Henny Given Sunday falls to 2nd in the North and 7th overall in the league. Yeah, that's a movement. That's a move. That's a -4 movement on the Richter scale. Okay, and a +2 for Abbott is a turd on 24s. All right. Now we got the next one coming up, the next game on the list for the results. Let's see what we got here. This is game 5, last game for the results. Phineas versus TPG. That's right, the Peanut Gallery. TPG. See what's happening here. This is a divisional matchup coming out in the North. And I picked TPG to win this particular matchup. No, TPG came in at 2-2. And the 58ers came in at 2-2 as well. Now, let's see. I went with the Peanut Gallery. The Peanut Gallery coming off of a loss last week. And the 58ers was coming off of a win. Okay, let's see what the matchup score for this particular game is. TPG ended up with 229.22 to the 58ers, 188.14. So the Mudhole Stomper goes to the TPG, Peanut Gallery. And the Mudhole is 58ers. All right. So that's going to put the 58ers at 5th in the North and 10th overall. Movement of a -8 on the week. All right. That's going to put TPG at 4th in the North and 5th overall with a +4 for the week. All right. So there we go. That was the results for this week. And let's move into the next segment, which is divisional standings. Okay, I'm going to need some more stuff for this particular segment of the show. Let's see what we have here. Can't forget about divisional standings. Just let everybody know there's a game early morning game tomorrow morning. It's going to be at 9:30 Eastern Time. It's going to be filmed in London, England. The Jacksonville Jaguars at the Miami Dolphins, okay? Let's see, y'all make sure you get your schedule set up for that. Get your lineups in for tomorrow morning. Let you know that off the bat, the Fool's Gold Morning Show. All right. Whoa. Let's get it together, Whitehead. All right, let's go. Bro King's in the building. Divisional standings. Let's go into divisional standings. Let's see. Let me get my stuff here together here. Everybody enjoying their week? They've been going good for everybody? Hopefully so. All right. The bucket list. I love to call this the bucket list. See where everybody's standing in the bucket list. All right, Division 1, Nugget South. Top of the bucket, Ballers. Coming in with a record of 3-2. Third overall in the league. The bottom of the bucket, Abbott is a turd on 24s. Coming in at 2-3. Eighth overall in the league. In the middle of the bucket, Afro Kings coming in at 2-3. Eighth. What is that, eighth? No, that's sixth overall in the league. Second in the bucket, Henny Giving Sunday coming in at 2-3. Seventh overall in the league. All right. Fourth in the bucket, 7. Sitting at 2-3. Ninth in the league. All right, that was the South. Let's go to the North. See what's happening in the North. The bucket. This is the bucket. Hard hitters coming in at 4-1. Top of the bucket. First overall in the league. Coming in at the bottom of the bucket, Finiators. 10th overall in the league with a record of 2-3. Middle of the bucket, Ashleris. Coming in at 3-2. 4th overall in the league. Second in the bucket, Brap. Coming in at 3-2. Second overall in the league. Coming in 4th in the bucket, TPG. Coming in at 2-3. 5th overall in the league. All right. That was the bucket list. Let's go on this list. Let's look at the overall bucket just to make it clear where everybody's standing. And then I'm just going to do this segment of the show. If the playoffs were to start today, these would be the teams that would not make it. Henny Giving Sunday failed 4 points and is 7th in the league. Abbott is a turd on 24s. Is 8th in the league. Moving up 2 points. 7, sitting 9th in the league. Fail 3 points. Finiators sitting 10th in the league, fell a whopping 8 points. All right. Those are the teams that would not make it if the playoffs started today. All right. So that was divisional standings. Thank you. Divisional standings and overall standings segment of the show. To let you know, we're going to skip segment 4. No, actually, we're not. We're going to skip what was done because I wasn't up at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't get to see who was first. But I can show you the results for the picks of the week before that. Where Afro Kings got up and got Quentin Williams. And he only gave up 1 point, so he was a fool's goal. He was fool's goal. Jay Ross ended up with 2.3. Both of these players, Afro Kings, started, okay? But Jay Ross ended up with just 2.3 points. So that was another fool's goal that, contributed to that horrible loss to Ballers last week. So, yes, that was a fool's goal, Tuesday morning goal rush. That was a Tuesday morning goal rush, fool's goal for him. Abbott is a turd on 24s. He got Daryl Marney, only got him 6.5. He benched him, so it was a nothing for that one. TPG, the Peanut Gallery, Damian Williams got her 16.50 points, and Jameson Crowder got her 8.4. So a mixed bag. She started both of those players, and it was a mixed bag for her. I could say that the Williams pick did get her gold this week for that Tuesday morning gold rush. That's a wrap. Went after Daniel Jones, ended up with the actual concussion in the game. I was watching that, and he staggered. I'm not laughing at him. I'm just laughing at the fact that was actually a negative 6.18 for him with the quarterback that ended up with a concussion. So that ended up as fool's gold for his Tuesday morning gold rush. All right. I'll try to make it this Tuesday. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna see who did what. And I'm gonna write it down so I have it for the show. I'm sorry for that. So, all right. There's many more weeks in the season. Segment 5 of the show. Let's see. This is a new segment. This is actually a new segment I've introduced to the show. It's a Thursday night wrap up. Okay, it's quick. It's not long. It's just a quick wrap up. Afro Kings ended up with 27.80, contributing mostly from Antonio Brown. Barap ended up with 0. Abbott is a turd on 24s, ended up with 0. Ashley Larry ended up with 9.30. The 58ers ended up with 4 points. Henny, given Sunday, ended up with 0 points. Ballers ended up with 0 points for Thursday night. TPG ended up with 30.70. That mostly came from that running back. What's his name? Fournette, right? 7 ended up with a whopping 34.70, contributing from his quarterback Brady, mostly. And Hard Hitters, Inc. ended up with 11.20. All right, that's the Thursday morning wrap-up leading into Monday's games. All right. Now, here's the show. This is the segment of the show I know y'all all been waiting on. This is the commish picks. Okay? Well, let's see what we got here. First game on the list for the commish picks. Some 2 2 and 3. All hitters. Eek. 4 and 1. Who I'm going with? Man, it's like this. 7 will be 3 and 3. All hitters. Ink will be 4 and 2. That's what it's gonna do. And it's the next game on the list for the commish picks. Okay. This is sibling rivalry game right here. This is the sibling rivalry game right here. Okay. Ballers. 3 and 2. TPG. 2 and 3. Who I'm going with? Man, it's like this. TPG will be 3 and 3. Ballers will be 3 and 3. And that's how it's gonna be. Next game on the list for the commish picks. Fittiators. 2 and 3. Hit it. Give 'em Sunday. 2 and 3. You know what? This is the game of the week. It's the game of the week. Who I'm going with? Man, it's like this. Fittiators will be 2 and 4. Henny, give 'em Sunday, will be 3 and 3. And that's how it's going to be. Actually, that's how it's going to be. Let me see. Actually, Fittiators will be 3 and 3. Henny, give 'em Sunday, will be 2 and 4. Don't you know? Next game on the list for the commish picks. Abbott is a turd on 24s. 2 and 3. Ashularis. 3 and 2. Who I'm going with? Man, it's like this. Abbott is a turd on 24s. Will be 2 and 4. Ashularis will be 4 and 2. See how it's gonna do? Next game on the list for the commish picks. Brap. 3 and 2. Afro Kings. 2 and 3. Who I'm going with? Man, it's like this. Brap will be 4 and 2. Afro Kings will be 2 and 4. Don't you know? All right, I'm comfortable with all of my picks this week. That leads directly into the next segment of the show, which is League news, everybody. League news, which is a short week on news. Not a lot of news. I got a dog this week, so she's sleeping right now. But yeah, I got me a little puppy, Jukebox. That's not league news, but it might be the league mascot. Who knows, right? All right. Other things. Okay, we go to commish picks. I'm sitting now at 9 out of 20. I went 3-2 this week, so it puts me at 9-20. Which is not bad, almost half. Getting a little better. Some old foes and moles, So hopefully with this week's picks, I can move up. I want to thank everybody, and that completes the Fool's Gold Saturday pregame show. I'm still working on the title, but I like it. Thanks, everybody. Good luck. And don't forget about the game, the early morning game tomorrow morning with the Miami Dolphins going against the Jaguars, Jacksonville Jaguars, at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, okay? So make sure you get your schedules and your setups, everything, your roster set. Later, your commissioner out.